Hey guys, EZRC here, and today I will be showing you how to set up flaps on a three-position switch on your Jeti radio. This will work with all Jeti radios, but here I'm using a DS12. There are many different ways you can do this, but the way I think is the best, and which most guys will, have no problem with doing so, is what I'm going to show you today. So let's get started. So first, let's go to the menu and click on model, and we want to go to basic properties. So over here, we can actually set our wing type and make sure we choose that our wing has flaps. So, we'll click OK on function button 5. And then it's going to prompt us to, check the function and servo assignment. So let's go do that right now. Function assignments, and then you will see that flaps have been added to the bottom of the list. So what we want to do here, the way we're going to set up flaps, we have to clear that control there. So let's click on it, slide over to where it says P5 because that's the default, and then we're going to clear it, and then OK, and then we're going to escape out of here again, and then now we go to servo assignment. Here we're going to set up what port on the receiver are your flaps plugged into. I already have mine set to channel 5. You'll see a list here, so just click on flap. And then that is it for this sub menu. So now we'll escape out back to the main menu. And then now we want to go to fine tuning. And then we scroll down to butterfly/flaps. And then over here, we're going to click over here and click one more time, and it's going to tell us to choose a switch for our flaps. So I'm going to use switch SB, which I have as a three-position switch. So just flip that and choose, depending on which way you want zero flaps and full flaps. You can reverse the switch or not, and make sure it's proportional. This is the way I like it, so I'm going to click OK. And then after that, you want to figure out a delay on your flaps. So this is so when you initiate your flaps, your plane does not balloon up really quickly, so the flaps deploy very slowly. For the sake of this video, let's do 2.5 seconds. Theoretically, that's a lot for any airplane, but just so we can visualize it, I will go ahead and do that. So next we want to go into ailerons and flap adjustment, and then here we'll scroll down to flaps, and then here we can set the maximum value for our flaps. For the video, I'll just go all the way up to 100. You may not need it for your plane, but again, it's just for the video. So scroll up to 100. Okay, awesome. So once we've done that, we can, let's escape out of here. And then for most models, you're going to need some kind of elevator adjustment. So let's click on that. And then a standard curve type is pretty much fine for any model. So what we want to do is we want to set an elevator compensation when the flaps are down, because the flaps may have a tendency to want to make the plane climb or descend. So just for the video, we'll add 50% flaps, or sorry, 50% elevator compensation. And then we will go to, after we do that, we escape out of that, and then let's click on function button 2, which has a servo and a picture of an eye, and here we can actually visualize what we just did. So this right now, everything's normal. We have no flaps on. So I'm gonna take flaps all the way to the full position, and you can immediately see that we have 100% flaps, which we programmed, and 50% elevator, which is channel 3, which we also programmed. So the way mid flaps is calculated, so when I move the switch to the middle position, it cuts the values directly in half. So flaps become 50% and elevator becomes 25%. So for this instance, there's no need to program each individual setting for flap. It just cuts it in half when you have 3-position flap switch. Okay, so that is probably, one of the easiest ways to set up flaps on your Jeti radio. There's many ways you can do so, but I think this is one of the best ways to do so. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys can check out some of our other videos, and I will see you guys next time.